The number is right there, nestled smack in the middle against the windshields in red, 575. In case you missed it, there are another 4 red 575s stitched into the seat backs. You might excuse Jaguar for the numerical ostentation, but with manufacturers taking the horsepower arms race nuclear, the 6-year-old XJR sure could use a hook. What better way to stand out than an engine output humble brag? The $122,400 Jaguar XJR575 gains 25 horsepower for 2018 thanks to software recalibration, which helps scoot the 17-foot-long four-door to 60 miles per hour in a claimed 4.2 seconds. I'm gunning the XJR575 along the mountainous passes near the Alvão Natural Park in northern Portugal to find out whether the upgrade is enough to keep this underdog relevant in the fevered pitch of the high-dollar sedan market. Glance at the Jag in profile, and you might doubt its athleticism. Though nearly identical in length to a long-wheelbase BMW 7 Series and Mercedes-Benz S-Class, and 1.8 inches shorter than the Audi A8L. The XJR575's sloping rear window and rounder styling lend it a somewhat lazier, more lavish appearance. It's also long in the tooth, this design having been first introduced in 2009, but it wears its age surprisingly well. Frankly, you just don't see XJ series Jags as often as their strong-selling competitors, and that keeps them looking fresher, somehow. In contrast, the Germans have kept their exterior lines purposeful and contemporary looking, with more frequent redesigns furthering their cause. The Jaguar occupies a relatively large footprint but turns respectably well, thanks in part to its relatively wispy curb weight of 4,156 pounds, which undercuts the big Bimmer and Benz by several hundred pounds. Aiding handling is a brake vectoring system that squeezes the inside calipers to help rotate the vehicle. As with the XF Sport brake that I also tested on nearby roads, hustling the XJR through corners at a spirited pace can trigger whiffs of brake pad odor, which could spell more frequent pad replacement for folks who hustle the XJR regularly. Regardless of the means, the big sedan achieves its ends with impressive responsiveness, though the electric power assist steering can feel muted on center. Ride quality is controlled but generally smooth thanks to an adaptive suspension system that monitors vehicle dynamics 500 times a second. By evaluating G-forces and pedal inputs, the system manages to strike a solid balance between crispness and comfort. But don't bother switching the drive mode selector to Sport, which is indicated by a checkered flag symbol. The ensuing throttle response feels unnecessarily jerky, making the challenge of smoothly modulating right pedal inputs not worth the trouble. Brake feel is good, and the big red calipers deliver reassuringly strong stops.